In 5 minutes or less, I'm going to teach you how to do a proper push-up, making sure that you are progressing in your calisthenics journey. My name is Solly from Famba Fitness, and we are all about teaching you guys how to train the right way. Let's get started. Point number one is probably something that you haven't heard too much of before. So the push-ups are not only good for the chest, shoulders, and triceps, but they're also good for the back, and specifically the lats and the lower traps. Why? Because when it comes to upper body movements, your back is so vital. Not only is it vital for strength, but for stability. So when you are doing your push-ups, before you can output strength, your shoulders need to be stable. You need to put the arm bone, the humerus, into the socket of the scapula, right? So this depression over here, right? Getting your shoulders further away from the ears and locking your arm bone in place. And now you're stable, and now you're ready and you're also in a safe position to be able to start doing your pushing. Point number two is actually in a way a bonus feature. So to get a little bit more out of your push-up. So when you go down, bending the elbows, touching nose, chest, hips to the ground and coming back up, you can actually continue to protract the shoulders to get a little bit more range of motion. And this is gonna make the movement just a little bit more tougher, but at the end, it's gonna be a whole lot more beneficial because you are going to be engaging the scapula, the shoulder blades, a little bit more effectively. And when it comes to calisthenics training, the scapulas are king. The scapulas are king. The better you get at engaging your shoulder blades, the easier pulling or pushing is going to become. Point number three is going to be effectively using your core. So this is not doing like crunches. Crunches don't build a strong core. When we're talking about strong core, we're actually talking about posterior pelvic tilt of the sacrum and the hips, and we're talking about bracing. We're bracing the core, we're tightening the core, right? And this is how you develop an overall strong, stable core to help you in pushing, in pulling, and in your leg movements as well. So it's really about, you need to learn how to tilt the hips in a particular position for you to be able to fully brace and engage the core, right? If you can do that and maintain it while you are doing your push-ups, then once again, it's going to be a little bit more challenging, but it's also now going to make you a whole lot more stronger. And then that strength, you will be able to apply it in more challenging skills. Point number four is all about leaning forward. So this is when you're in a plank position, and this is when you are bending your arms to go down and to come up. You must always maintain this forward leaning approach. This is how you are going to place maximal stress on the shoulders, and this is how you're going to keep the activation throughout the movement, throughout your body, to get the most out of your push-up. If you do not lean forward, then you are effectively not placing enough stress on your upper body, and the push-ups may not seem as hard. Okay guys, point number five, and this is going to be the icing on top of the cake. If you really want to get strong, master the push-up, and then progress to more challenging moves, this point is very vital. When you are executing your push-up, you need to rotate the shoulders. So you are gripping the ground tight in your plank position, and then as you are lowering yourself and bending the elbows, you are actually doing this external rotation with your shoulders, and this is going to bring your elbows slightly in towards the body. And when you are now pushing back up with force and strength, you are actually going to do a slight internal rotation, and this will now give you a boost coming up, activating the chest a lot more. If you like this video and like what we're doing here at Famba Fitness, then show your support, like, subscribe, so that we can continue to make you guys these videos and help you on your calisthenics journey to reach those results, getting your pull-ups, getting your push-ups, and advancing on to even more challenging skills like muscle-ups and planches. All right, see you on the next video.